What's up, boys? Ichiban here, and I have to say, Neo 3 is probably my favorite game I played all this year so far, and I really enjoy it. I've been, streaming it a lot on my channel, and when I heard there was it was gonna be like an open world Neo game, I was like, oh man, finally! I think Team Ninja pretty much took a couple of things out of the From Software playbook and made their own like spin on Elden Ring, but with Nioh. I have played Nioh before in the past. I played one, I played two, I never finished two, um, but currently I'm enjoying Nioh 3 a lot. Um, Now, I know a lot of people were thinking, well, Crimson Deserts is that the best game of this year? I'm like, to some people, yeah, yes, Crimson Desert does look good. I have stated that it has some DRM anti-piracy software. From most people who own a PS5, they said it plays pretty well on a PS5. It's not a problem on a PS5. Um, by perfect game by all means, like I don't think Crimson Desert is that perfect game, but overall, it's probably definitely one of those 8 out of 10 games that looks really amazingly great. You know, it performs well. Developing by a independent studio, they did a really good great job into bringing about 2 million, what 3 million in sales now. Their stock market went pretty high up of the success of Crimson Deserts. And also noting, all the fucking modern audience are screaming and begging and bitching because lack of LGBT inclusive whatever they bitch about these days, honestly, which is kind of fucking stupid. I'm like this could this be the game of the year? I don't know, but however, I know Crimson Desert is another topic itself. Yeah, it does look good, but I'm not gonna spend my whole $70 on it. I'd rather buy it when it's on a sale. And plus, it does cost a lot of like. You have to be connected to the internet to play the game, and that's kind of. You don't have internet because you need internet to be connected to download that big, huge file before you start playing. And I don't know why they couldn't use, like, go to resort to a data disk. I'm like, you go out your way to play the game, and yeah, yeah, I'll definitely be picking up Crimson Deserts around like per se. I don't know if it goes on sale. If it goes on sale for like 50 or something, I'll buy it. But moving back on topic though, uh, Neo 3, it's it's probably my favorite game of this year that came out. Um, because of how well it was made and done. Um, it does suffer from like performance mode issues. Overall, you can play it in prioritized mode. I do feel like it's more the easier games. Cause like past two Neos like I played before. I finished the first one. Yes, the first one was hard as hell. Second one's pretty hard as well. And the third game was like, wow, it's like when they made Elden Ring, they made it where you can easily like beat it any way you want, and it will go on forever. And I feel like Neo 3 will be one of those games where it will just go on forever, where you can just play it multiple different times with different builds. Like I'm going for like I'm just playing as the samurai basically. You can switch between ninja, which you could do some insane DPS with ninja style. Um, there is some like there is some bosses that been brought back from Neo 1 and 2 for like side questing and stuff like that. I've recognized a few of them that I have encountered. Um, Hino Emma took me by surprise, and I was like, "No way, they brought her back." And I'm still gonna say Hino Emma from the first Neo to me is still probably a hard boss. I'm like, I feel like some of the bosses in this game, yeah, they're not bad. They're pretty simple. You die a few times, you come back right straight to it. You go out, do some more exploring. You soul match your weapon a little bit higher. You increase the value. You get better upgradable equipment. I feel like your weapon is the most important thing, while your equipment gear defensively is not as much. Now, I heard most people would like to soul match their equipment in the like late game or something like that, but yeah, equipments have set bonuses as well. So depends what you're using. Yeah, you get set bonuses. The stats are they made this game so like accessible when respecting your character, so you can just respec at any given time you want to, and that is so crazy. I mean, I remember the first game. If you wanted to respec your character, you had to get some kind of item, and holy shit, it's definitely like you couldn't even do that in Elden Ring. You have to get those like lava tears to respec. Um, I mean Team Ninja. I believe they made something easily accessible to players to get into. Like if you even though if you never played Neo, I think Neo 3 is a pretty good game to start with. It's like I tell people, I think Elden Ring is a great game to start out with if you never played a Souls like before, because you can play these games the way you want them. I feel like I'm going to base, like in Elden Ring. I'm defeating a mob of enemies, looting items, weapons in Neo, according to Souls games, are different. So, say like you're upgrading weapons in Elden Ring, stones are required. Neo, it's like soul matching, materials needed, and for God's sakes, it costs a lot of money in the higher levels when you do it. So yeah, the only thing you can be using your money for is soul matching. To be honest, I don't think I've used my money for anything else in Neo 3. Um, oh man, the story, man. Neo 3's storyline is like it's okay. Like I'm not surprised by anything the story of Neo 3. I just know that you play as a character that you create that will become the next shogun of your era, but somehow your village got destroyed by yokai, and then your close friend somehow went possessive as hell and started going against you. So you play as Takachiyo. Takachiyo is, well, the typical tarnished from Elden Ring, as you would say, between the two characters. Um, the Takachiyo's mission is to go back in time and help your ancestors against the other yokais before that until, I don't know. I'm like, what? There's like, you go back in time into like three different areas, big, huge, open spaces. Like holy crap. Like, I haven't even finished the first act of the game yet. Like, I'm at level 44, and I'm pretty much over where I need to be at right now. Um, it's hard to play Neo 3 and just, like, not play the main missions. I mean, you're always being just distracted by almost everything else that you're doing in the game. It's like, holy crap! Oh, it's another one of those little green bastards over there. Oh, that's another one of those like flying little foxes up the sky. You shoot with a bow and arrow. Damn, um, man. I'm like the music overall is okay. It's not. I mean, it doesn't. The music in Neo doesn't really surprise me all as much. Like you know, gameplay wise, um I'm very captured by the gameplay of Neo 3, highly. The new feature of the jump button is like holy shit. They really did took pages out of the fucking Elden Ring and just put a jump mechanic and like damn, you can just do a whole lot of shit with a jump on now, huh? And then now you can now like martial arts techniques are like your I guess Ash of the War or whatever. Stances switching between high stance to low. Gameplay is overall is amazing. Like I said, the story not as much. I'm not too surprised by the story. It's like a lot of people say that the story in Crimson Desert is not that very good, but it seems like we're always going back into gameplay. It's like gameplay is more important and gameplay is more. I'm like I feel like if we're lacking story, we're not getting much out of the game except for gameplay of an overall, like game. I mean, I don't see any games that came out today with any good storylines at all. Like, I don't think they are. Knowing the games industry today, it's going so shitty. Like, yeah, there's a lot of games that flopped last year. There's some games that just came out this year that have flopped pretty damn fucking heavy. And I don't think the rest of your games of 2026 ain't gonna be as good anyway. Like, you only have so many to fucking choose from when it comes to video games in 2026. Yeah, the fucking DEI bullshit and the whole agenda pushing is never gonna fucking stop. It's just it's gonna they're gonna keep piling this shit like slop on your fucking plate and expect you to eat it like it's your fucking dinner that you just want to be like, oh, I'm gonna skip dinner, but anyway, overall rating of the game for Neo 3, um, it's crazy. This is a crazy rating, but I'm just gonna give it like a 7 out of 10 because honestly, it has bad performance issue on high performance mode, especially when you're trying to run this game on PC. It doesn't run as well, but I feel like you have to run it at prioritizing at FPS mode mostly for frames per seconds. Like I feel like that's the only way you can actually get anything out of the whole game as well for Neo 3. Now, visuals look great. I like the visuals already. They're amazing. Um, I do like how there's so many different like skills. Like, past Neo games, like they have borrowed some things from Wolong, which I haven't beat Wolong yet. And I just know that Lubu keeps kicking my ass. That's all I know. But yeah, they the weapon abilities, and I'm surprised that I know in Wulong you're allowed to change out certain skills on a weapon through blacksmithing. I mean, if they'd done something like that in Neo 3, that it would have made weapon building so much fun. That would have made it so much fun. And could there be things I expected more better out of Neo 3? Yes, I do. It could be better, like probably adding more outfits for the female character. And before I go along with this anyway, whatever, um, they decided to go with type 1 and type 2. And by far of that, I will still say male and female. I still say we should have female armor for the chicks because, I mean, look, Neo 3 did one thing that Elden Ring couldn't do. Well, what was it they couldn't do? when you're creating a character, like a female. They couldn't make the boobas big. Nioh 3, you can make boobas big. Big. And the jiggle physics apply. Okay? That's especially when you go into a bow and arrow mode, they apply. Like, honestly, they did something that Elden Ring couldn't do. I'm like, fucking Miyazaki. If Miyazaki applied fan service to his games, I'm like, bro, profits go big. I mean, I do believe there's a lot of money that goes into fan service for video games. And a lot of people get offended about some boobas. So if some boobas make you offended, you act like you never seen a pair in your life. And I think you're a goddamn fucking pussy if you just get so mad, if you get mad over some boobas. You know what I'm saying? Like boobas, booty, and whatever like that makes you so fucking mad. Honestly, it's not about that at all. No, it's not. Not really. It's about the overall game that you want to play that looks so cool because it has amazing art design and art and direction. I mean, most gamers don't play because of fan service. We appreciate it because it gives us the characters more detail to look forward to in the long run. And with Stellar Blade is a good example of how you can make a good game and put a little bit of fan service in it. Fan service is, sex sells really does. Sex sells really well in games industry when it comes to appeal of female and male characters alike, and I honestly think that most JRPGs can have so much fan service and there's no sexual interactions and they can still make a great game. Western games, they're also focused on sex and scenes of video games, which is kind of fucking retarded if you ask me. It don't make no fucking sense. Like, look, you can make a sexy ass female chick, and you can make a good killer awesome game. And look, all these fucking Western slot games had a few sex scenes, but Stellar Blade, amazing well designed female character, fan service, no sex scenes whatsoever, and it's still made about 2 or 3 million in sales and copies. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yes, I will say Nioh 3 is my game of the year. Yeah, there's probably I do believe that Crimson Desert is somehow going to be nominated to be game of the year, but I really love Nioh 3. I think it's probably one of the best games I've played this year. I mean, overall, it's probably the best one I've seen played so far. I really enjoy it. And if you guys never played Nioh 3 is definitely the game that you should check out if you never played Nioh. Like, if you played Nioh 3, you'll like Nioh 1. Then if you like 1, you may get involved with 2. You could just go from there, But thanks for watching. This is Ichiban, and I'll see you guys later. Ichi out.